I guess there's like an assumption for everyone that we all know what it means. We're in the industry. To consumers, they think TV, it is their TV. And I'm going to start with you, Darren. How hard is it to get TV to every single device with people with tablets, iPads, whole variety, ensuring a consistent experience? Could there be a consistent EPG?
For sure, it's non-trivial. You know, we've been in the business for over 25 years now, and we've been providing solutions for the pay TV vendors all along that path. Whole home networking, you know, there is no silver bullet. As a champion of wireless technologies for many years, you know, we still don't have a whole home network that works in every single market and can guarantee an availability. Comparable to that as well, you've now got the issue of how you extend that same pay TV brand onto third-party devices. So how do they extend onto a CE device? And you have to remember, when they do that, the consumer then will blame that pay TV vendor if that device fails. So the ability to manage that service and manage those devices from a managed service gateway is fundamental in the next step of owning the whole home. And then once you get to that step, you can then start to leverage that whole home coverage and get your same service, you know, look and feel and service onto those end devices.
You're saying about it non-trivial, but you're selling the idea of TV, the TV you understand. Mm-hmm. Is that the hub of it, that consistent experience and providing that?
Well, I mean, I think, you know, Darren's point was that, you know, it's not particularly easy to get to all the devices. I think we try to adopt as many standards as we can, so Flash, Silverlight, things like that, to make it easier. We most often end up making native applications, but once we do, I think, you know, we're able to serve multiple devices quite easily and effectively. I think, you know, again, Darren was saying about infrastructure and head-ends and things like that, and getting all of that. I think we remove ourselves from infrastructure quite well, in that we rely on the user's home broadband. You know, we rely on the user's home broadband upload speeds when they're outside the home. So as long as the user's got all that in place, we're quite happy to serve them to any device. And in fact, our mission is any IP connected screen should really be able to give you Sling.
Is that consistency though? Is that what people are expecting? For example, when people look and see the iPlayer, mm-hmm. they expect what it looks like. And which to me personally is, I think, is a problem between Virgin Media's iPlayer interface and the online version.
Yeah.
They look different, but will there be an expectation of you will see a consistency despite the device wherever you are?
You know, and I think we're very consistent with what the users already got. You know, if they love the EPG of a certain provider like Virgin Media, we'll give them that, because that's exactly what we're showing them on any device. Down to the EPG. We don't reformat the EPG, we don't reformat the pictures, we don't overlay anything on top. So the user experience is exactly what they have at home, as is the content. And I think if you marry the two together on any device, well, we like to think it's somewhat a win-win.
You mentioned the word non-trivial. I'll bring Darren back in. How non-trivial is getting this consistency?
I think the standards are emerging that would allow that consistency to be created, and in our research and development labs we've done some experiments with that we showed at IBC last year, where you can have a consistent user experience across multiple platforms like PC, set-top box, iPad, where the branding is very recognizable as belonging to the operator, where the user experience is very consistent, and where you can have interaction with the device, for instance, through social networks, that allows you on one device to say, this is what I'm watching, and on the TV at home will appear, okay, this is what this person is watching, would you like to watch as well? So I think there's lots of ways to do that, and things like HTML5 and Flash and all these things are enabling that.
Yes,
I'd like to pick you up on the point about the Virgin, actually. I mean, one data point doesn't make a trend, but what's quite interesting is the BBC iPlayer, which is by far the most successful on-demand service in the UK at the moment in time. When that moved to the Virgin service, users who were predominantly watching the iPlayer on a laptop or an IP-connected device were actually starting to watch that on the TV screen. And Virgin did a very good job then of taking those users and getting their eyeballs back in front of their set-top box, their TV viewing experience.